Welcome, beautiful peoples in dark core. Did an ancient advanced civilization exist millions of years ago? Earth. It's been here for a long time, quite a bit longer than us. For those of you that might need to know this one day, the Earth is 4.543 billion years old. In those billions of years, anything could have happened. Volcanic explosions, wars, floods. We have survived so far, but no one knows what's going to happen next. In a search to find the oldest civilizations on the planet, we uncovered some mind-blowing stuff that will keep you thinking, so make sure you stick around until the end of the video. The earliest direct evidence of life on Earth was recently found in a 3.5 billion-year-old piece of rock in Western Australia among the Apex Chert Rock Formation. Scientists used a chemical process and found an ancient biological fossil, and it's the oldest known specimen of ancient life. The Earth was a very different place than it is now. It was covered with prehistoric forests, swamps, giant trees, and full of dinosaurs in every shape and design imaginable. These early prehistoric animals were wiped out by an asteroid that started a chain of chaotic events around the planet, including volcanoes, earthquakes, giant tsunamis, and then a cloud of dust that probably blocked out the sun's light, causing all the vegetation to die. With all that going on, it's quite incredible that anything survived. Could it be possible that an evolved human civilization or other intelligent civilization existed long before us and could have been wiped out by something global, like the dinosaurs were? Have we yet to find the remains of some ancient and advanced civilization, perhaps even more advanced than us? The first known traces of our human ancestors can be dated back between 5 and 7 million years ago. That's a lot of time for any civilization to evolve, advance, and grow. But what about current modern humans and our ancient civilizations? There's evidence all over the world of ancient cities and classic lost civilizations. To understand how quickly a civilization can disappear, take the advanced society of Minoans who lived on the island of Santorini in the Aegean Sea near Greece around 3,600 years ago that disappeared after a massive volcanic eruption turned them and their city into ashes. Or the Mayan civilization that had an extensive use of writing and math, and their end-of-the-world calendar. Climate change and, of course, mutually destructive war caused a quick decline of this once magnificent civilization. The Indus Valley civilization was home to about 5 million people, an advanced civilization. They constructed grand walkways with massive multi-story brick houses. Their roads were built with a sophisticated water drainage system. But soon the water stopped, and changes in rainfall decimated this once thriving city as its inhabitants slowly abandoned the city. Places that have been rumored to exist and maybe even found, such as the lost city of Atlantis, where half god, half humans dwelt, could possibly exist but have been lost for centuries underwater. The legend says it was an advanced utopian civilization and a great naval power. Their lush island contained vast amounts of gold and silver. Plato said that Atlantis existed 9,000 years before his time, making it a very old, advanced civilization. It is logical that over time, these islands could have been flooded, or heavy volcanic activity sent the civilization to the depths of the ocean to be lost forever. It is possible that somewhere buried in the ground in Africa, which is called the cradle of humankind, is a remnant of an ancient civilization that existed millions of years ago. Some modern human fossils have been found here that are 300,000 to 400,000 years old. In fact, over 1,000 different hominid fossils have been discovered here, showing that the human race evolved here over millions of years. If you look at our civilization now and just how short a time we have had in the modern industrial era, we've been doing better than good when it comes to the advances in technology, and all of those advances in such a short time. Consider a civilization that was around hundreds of thousands of years before us, or even more, possible millions of years. And in those millions of years, a civilization like ours could have existed and created technologically advanced cities like ours. It's even been theorized that the human species could actually be the aliens on Earth, and that some other species of intelligent life like ours existed before us. And once again, when you think about what could happen in billions of years, perhaps there was another form of life here before us that became technologically advanced to the point that they left the planet long ago and are somewhere among the stars, with us humans simply being the remnants of this ancient civilization. Sure, there isn't any proof of this because, after millions and millions of years, there would likely be no traces left to find. However, there have been some interesting finds when it comes to an ancient technology that, by our standards, shouldn't have existed during its time. The Vikings were found to have a compass called the Unatop that is almost as good as having GPS, and some evidence of ancient batteries made from clay jars with asphalt stoppers and iron rods were uncovered by an archaeologist in 1938 that was made around 2,000 years ago outside of Baghdad, Iraq. But this isn't all. Even more surprising as evidence of what could be an ancient and advanced civilization is what seems to be a 1.8 billion-year-old nuclear reactor. In 1972, on Oklo near the town of Franceville in Africa's Gabon Republic, a French factory was importing uranium ore. The site where the uranium was extracted is said to be a large-scale nuclear reactor that had to have been operating for 500,000 years. Although it is claimed that this uranium ore was a product of a natural phenomenon, it has been argued that it's not possible because for uranium to burn in a reactor, it needs very precise conditions. There was strong geochemical evidence that the Oklo uranium deposits found were created by natural nuclear fission reactors in Precambrian times. However, the mined uranium had a lower concentration of uranium-235 than expected. Geologists discovered that it had been in a reactor before, almost 2 billion years ago. Did nature really create a perfect nuclear reactor? Or is it possible that we have just unearthed the remains of an ancient advanced civilization that was already using nuclear power? It is almost a certainty that we will uncover more evidence of ancient civilizations as our technology advances, and we may even find another species of life that existed millions of years ago. And just because we are the current civilization on the planet doesn't mean we will be around forever. It is possible that our civilization could be wiped out by any of those things that took out previous civilizations, a destroyer, a giant supervolcano, or even things such as climate change that forces us from our homes. Our Earth has been here for a long time, but nothing is forever. It is interesting to think that one day our entire civilization will disappear from the Earth. There may be traces of it left over for more evolved humans to find and discover, or perhaps another species like humans will live here after us. And it might just be possible that we could end up being the archaeological find of the universe for an alien species. Thank you for watching Dark Core.